First and 10 at the 10. We got a flag on the play.
61.
Maybe 5 against the Bullfrogs. Ball is at the 15. We're going to be first and goal.
Yeah, and that's going to be against Bret Hart, a false start on the play. So it'll be first and goal from the 15. Bragg under center. Handoff up the middle. Maybe a gain of 2 on the play.
King, the ball carrier, stopped in.
It's going to be Jordan King with the run for Bret Hart. Second and goal on the 13.
It'll be third and goal. Second and goal.
Here's a snap. It's a fake. Bragg back to pass. He tries to run with it and is tackled on the play.
Bragg keeps the ball. Tackle made by number 50.
It's going to bring up third down for Bret Hart.
Luca. Bring up third down. Ball's at the 12. Third and goal.
Right now in the Motherlode League, we got Calaveras at 2-0. Everyone except Bret Hart at 1-1 and Bret Hart at 0-2. Bragg under center, one running back. Bragg back to pass, looks left. Almost intercepted. Colton Craig almost with the interception on that one.
Bullfrogs to bring out their field goal unit.
So this looks like it'll be about a 30-yard attempt. We'll call it 29-yard attempt. Meach gets ready for the 29-yard field goal. Kick is up, and it's good, and we've got a Bret Hart lead.
And real important there to get some points on the board first drive. Maybe it'll be a nice encouragement for these Bullfrogs. Maybe we'll see some more. Maybe we'll get in the end zone next drive.
With 5:38 to go, it's Bret Hart 3, Somerville 0. And with the cold weather and the moisture in the air, quite a good crowd here in Altaville.
Let's take a look at it.
Bullfrogs looked really strong.
Back deep for the Bears.
Meach is going to come on to kick off for the Bullfrogs.
27.
4 touchbacks on the year for Meach.
3. Krieg and goal.
The 2 Kriegs back to receive the kickoff. Kick is in the air.
Krieg with the ball.
Tanner Krieg with the ball. And he's going to be brought down about the 23-yard line.
Stop the kick returner at the third 25.
So far the Bullfrogs firing on all cylinders.
It's going to be a big defensive stand here. They can stop this team from no points here. Maybe a 3 and out. It'll be looking good.
So Zach Roberson on to do the quarterbacking for Somerville. Like I said, he's the leading passer in the Motherlode League. 1,572 yards with 16 touchdowns. Hand off to Taylor Gold. Up to what looks like about the 27-yard line.
Tough yardage inside.
Actually, ball will be marked at the 28. 2nd and 7 for the Bears. Huge stand here for Bret Hart. Quarterback under center. One running back back. Pass left side. Complete up to the 40, the 50. One man to beat. 20, 10, and he is gone. Colton Krieg
On the quick hit.
gets his 4th receiving touchdown of the year, and it is just like that, 6-3 Somerville. He caught that pass behind the line of scrimmage, but the blockers for Somerville did an awesome job just clearing the way. He was gone. Somerville lining up. Kick is up, and it's good. So with 4:47 to go here at Doro Field, it's Somerville 7, Bret Hart 3. But Bret Hart looked really strong on that opening drive, so let's see if they can match it. Very important, Bret Hart give that same effort they did when they started off the game.
Robertson teeing up the ball.
And that's Jed Roberson that's doing the kicking. That is Zach Roberson's cousin. Here's the kick. It's a squib kick. Took it to 15 to Chereau. Up to about the 29-yard line. So Bragg in the Bret Hart offense comes back on the field.
Mark the ball at the 30. It'll be 1st and 10 Bullfrogs.
It's going to be real important for them to keep momentum going, just like they did on the previous drive. Keep Zach off of the field.
So Robbie takes control of the offense under center.
King with the ball.
King up to about the 31-yard line. Gain of about 2, 2nd and 8.
Gain of a couple. We'll call it 2nd and 8.
Last week, Somerville with the win over Amador, 28-21. Well, Bret Hart lost to Linden, 39-20. Three receivers to the left, one to the right. No running backs. Bragg back to pass. He rolls left. Pass over the middle. Intended for, it looks like, Rasmussen. Incomplete.
Pass intended for Rasmussen, just a little bit behind him. Bring up 3rd down and 8.
Pass broken up by Will Olivedet on the play. Very important 3rd down right here. Brett Chalon, Rainey off. Snap, back to passes Bragg, right side, and incomplete on the play.
Ellington on the reception.
Actually, they're giving him the reception, so it is a 1st down for Bret Hart.
Oh, great.
Ellington, an all-around player for Bret Hart. leads the Motherlode League in sacks, while still having 22 receptions on the offense.
Big conversion there, Rick. Keeping the drive alive. More importantly, keeping Zach Roberson off the field.
So Robbie Bragg, handoff left side. Bretchel to about, looks like he's going to be taken back to the 37. We'll see where forward progress is given. Brechtel is going to have it to the 43-yard line. So that'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Bullfrogs.
Ball's at the 43 of the Bullfrogs.
Looks like there's a little delay in getting the play called here. Hopefully there's not a yellow hanky here in a few seconds.
Bret Hart, a wide receiver, off to the left side. Rasmussen in motion. Handoff up the middle, and it's good for a first down. Giroux gets it up to about the 47-yard line of Somerville into Bear territory, and another first down. That's around the 4th or 5th first down of the game already for Bret Hart.
That play is becoming more and more the signature Bret Hart play. They've been running that since 2007, and it seems to be successful a lot of the time.
So another first down for Bret Hart at about the Somerville 48. One back. Bragg back to pass, looks right side, and it is overthrown. Pass intended for Jordan King.
Second down.
Looked like he had a step on the defender there, but it was just too strong for him.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Frogs. .155 to go here in the first quarter. Bragg under center, one running back. Looks left. Incomplete. Pass was intended for Colby Klein. Looks like a little miscommunication on that play.
That one could have went for big yards too.
That'll bring up a big 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Rasmussen and Ellington back on the field. Rainey, the running back. Bragg under center. Looking upfield. Complete to Rainey. Ooh, and tackled immediately. No, he's still on his feet. But maybe a yard.
Looks like there's probably going to be a face mask on this. The way that flag was thrown and where it was thrown there. Looks like,
Taking the hit on that.
and if that's the case, it'll be an automatic first down. And it is.
And that will be a first down for your Bullfrogs.
Personal foul. Bears. And the
So
Bears.
everything going, the scoreboard may show it, but things are going the Bullfrogs' way so far. They get shut down on 3rd down for the first time tonight, and then they get a flag to give them the first down. It's going to bring it to the 34-yard line of the Bears.
Big key to this game is the running backs having success tonight. That's what's going to win this game. Oh, looks like we've got some light showers going on.
So Bragg under center. Handoff.
You see a little result there of the light showers there. The field's a little slippery.
Turf making the tackle.
So Dylan, how does this turf handle the water compared to a regular field?
It's pretty similar except for the mud.
2nd and 14.
Well, and that's the thing. My favorite thing about playing in the rain was the mud.
Yeah, it was. As a player, you know, you always looked for the puddle to slide on the sidelines, you know, and this thing is so high tech now. I don't think that there's going to be any puddles or, you know, that type of fun. But it is fun playing a game in the rain.
Bet Bragg rolling right, looks upfield, right side, and it is overthrown. Pass intended for Bretchel. It's funny though, the mud was always all over my back and never on my front. Yeah, this field at Bret Hart has definitely changed. So it's going to bring up another big third down play. 38-yard line.
Thinking here there might be 4 down territory. So what they should try to do here is get a chunk of it. They don't have to get the whole thing, but we'll see what happens.
Bragg back to pass. Left side. Pass intended for Chimente. All covered with Somerville on that play. Colton Craig and Jed Roberson on the defense. And like you said, it's 4th down territory, but we're looking at 4th and roughly 15, 14.
Just tell me there's no pizza. Tell them, then get a hot dog.
And they'll mark the ball at about the 11, 12 yard line.
12-yard line. Went out at the 12-yard line. Yeah.
So Somerville will take over after the punt.
10 for the Bears at their own.
Sorry.
There's a penalty there. I think the ref meant to throw the blue beanbag instead of the yellow hanky.
Well, at least Bret Hart's putting Somerville back in their own territory. 17-yard line.
This is going to be the last play of the first quarter.
Zach Roberson under center. And a flag on the play.
And maybe not.
Offside against the Bullfrogs.
It's an easy 5 for the Bears.
So that should bring up 1st and 5 for Somerville. My 7-year-old just informed me that we have an emergency here at Bret Hart. We have no pizza. So 1st and 5 for the Bears. Roberson handoff.
Gold with the ball.
Gold
Again, the turf makes the tackle.
took that handoff, but seemed to trip over his own feet on that one, and it's actually going to go for a loss on the play. Bring up 7 and 7, our 2nd and 7.
Well, we're gonna flip sides now.
Kind of looks like the field's getting a little wet out there. At the high school level, do they use a different cleat on the artificial turf?
Not that I know of. I don't think so. I think you might use a shorter spike than you would in natural grass, but I think for the most part, I think they're just rolling with what they got.
Turf definitely looks slick out there. So at the start of the second quarter, it's Somerville 7, Bret Hart 3. We definitely have a game on our hands here. Roberson brings the Somerville offense up to the line. Pass off to the left. Up 30, 40, good for a first down. Stays in bounds, cuts right side, and up to about the 42-yard line. That was Colton Craig.
42, it'll be first and 10 Bears.
Into Bret Hart territory.
Giroux on the stop.
Giroux with the stop for the Bullfrogs.
Nice little slip screen. That's probably how they get a lot of their yardage here. And that's why Zach is the top passer in the Motherlode League.
Well, no one does it alone.
It's a well-designed play. It's almost unfair to the defense because you get to start blocking before the catch is made.
First and 10 from the Bret Hart 42. The other Cragen is a fumble on the play, and Gold covers it up.
Mark the ball back to the 47.
Gold having a little trouble with the weather, it looks like. Just need a downpour so we can be slipping and sliding.
It'll definitely benefit Bret Hart in a more running style than a passing style here.
Hand off to Gold straight up the middle. Bret Hart covers it well. They do get a gain of about 4 or 5 on the play, but that's going to bring up a third and about 11. Big opportunity here for Bret Hart to show some defense.
Watch out for that little slip screen again.
Gold, the running back. 2 receivers off to the left, 1 to the right. Roberson to the running back, Gold. Gold has it at about the 37, but well short of the first down. Second effort there takes it to about the 34, 35-yard line, but it's going to bring up a 4th down in what looks to be 4th down territory.
Gold was tackled by a pond full of bullfrogs there.
Wow.
Usually that's your line, right?
Brooks on the stop, and we'll bring up 4th down in about 4.
And Bennett in the front.
So with 9:46 to go, Bret Hart looking for a big 4th down play. Biggest defensive play of this game so far. 1 running back to the receivers to the left, 1 to the right, looking right, and it's pass broken up on the play. So that's going to go to Bret Hart. That was Robert Brooks with a huge defensive effort for the Bullfrogs.
Great play there, Robert Brooks.
The 5'8" senior came up big. And Bret Hart will take it 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All right, let's make this a game changer here, Bullfrogs. We got ourselves a game.
Yeah. Here come the Bullfrogs. Chimente out to the right along with Bretchel. Handoff. Gain of about 1 on the play. Looks like Jordan King with the run. Or excuse me, Rainey with the carry. 2nd and 8 for the Bullfrogs.
After the 37.
Kind of getting the feeling that old number 2 is going to be carrying the ball here on that inside handoff to the fullback.
Bragg under center. Fakes the handoff, looks right, and it is incomplete, just barely overthrown to Bretchel.
Shows you how much I know.
Well, they faked it. Probably figured Somerville heard what you said.
That's it, yeah.
So then they decided to fake it and do something different.
It kind of reminds me of that movie Radio. The guys on the sidelines yelling, "We're gonna run a reverse! We're gonna run a reverse!"
Just barely over the fingertips. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 8 yards. Bretchel off to the right side. 1 running back for the Frogs. Bragg back. Rolls right, under pressure, looks left. And it is complete at the 41-yard line to Ellington.
And the flag, personal foul. And another 10 yards to what was a great catch. He made sure that he had both feet in bounds. Fantastic catch.
And it looks like that was quarterback Zach Roberson with the personal foul.
Personal foul. Give him 15 more.
So the Somerville quarterback getting into the action on defense. And that's going to put the Bullfrogs deep into the Bears territory. Sorry, that's your line, Dylan. Bret Hart will have it at the Somerville 23-yard line. Bretchel off to the right. Bragg back to pass, looking right. Over the middle, looks like it was intended for Bretchel, but he could not get free from the Somerville linebackers.
2nd down.
Rasmussen into the game for the Bullfrogs. Second and 10. King in motion, fakes the handoff. Bragg rolls right, passes over Ellington and incomplete.
Pass intended for
That's going to bring up a 3rd down for Bret Hart.
And also Chiro. No, excuse me, number 3.
And we've got a game here. I mean, if you were to ask before the game if you'd take a 4-point game in the mid-second quarter, I think we'd take it.
Looks like we got a timeout here. Bret Hart.
Timeout,
That's our first of the half. 2 remaining. So, Dylan, how's my Braves doing?
Sitting at home. Giants got 2 more chances to go to the World Series. And as of right now, I think the last time I looked, the Rangers were winning, beating the Yankees.
That's because they have Braves right fielder Jeff Francoeur.
You know, I got to look now.
Sure, the champagne is on ice there in Texas.
Yeah, bottom of the 8th, 6-1.
So it looks like the Yankees will be done.
See if I can find some scores here.
So Bret Hart back on the field. 3rd and 10 from the 23-yard line. So we'd be looking at a 40-yard field goal. So Bret Hart could definitely use a little better field position here. Pass left side out of the backfield is Rasmussen. He's brought down at the 22-yard line.
Rasmussen stopped on the play.
Gain of about 1. That's going to bring up 4th down for the Frogs.
A long 9.
A little too long here to go for a field goal. Looks like it would be roughly almost 37 yards.
Yeah, and that's going to be the 2nd timeout of the half for the Frogs. Think it over. Huge play. 7-3. Bret Hart made the defensive stand, got the ball back. It's important that they go down and put just even 3 points on the board. just to make a statement to Somerville.
Trying to find some scores here.
Coach Edwards talking to the Frogs on the sidelines, reminding them how much they are in this game. It's got to be nice with, so far in league, Bret Hart has been blown out 88-34 in their first 2 league games. So being in at 7-3 as we close in towards halftime, it's got to be a refreshing feeling for the Frogs. This is a winnable game. And again, with the Bullfrogs at 0-2, any chance of going to the playoffs, they need to win out.
Big play right here.
Bretchel seems to live on that right side. Giroux, the running back, fakes the handoff to King, and Bragg still on his feet, and he's brought down. Huge loss.
Didn't have any chance there.
And that's going to actually improve Somerville's field position as they will take over at the 42-yard line. Or I'm sorry, 37-yard line. Still, Bret Hart looking good. Bret Hart is looking very good.
If they can get a good stop here, still be in good shape.
Roberson, quick pass off to the right side, complete to number 44, breaks out to the 40, the 30.
And number 44.
And into the end zone, and that is Ty Wingo with the touchdown. That was just a quick pass right off the snap, and he just kept on going. Wingo, a big boy at 220 pounds, but he didn't look it on that play. So Somerville strikes quick.
Attempting the extra point.
The other Roberson, Jed, onto for the extra point, and it is up and it is good. And just like that, Bret Hart had the ball deep in Somerville territory, and just like that, it is Somerville 14, Bret Hart 3. 7:34 left to go here in the second. Still lots of time.
Here's a little score update here. Linden is besting Argonaut right now, 16-0.
Is Linden for real this year?
That Powers kid is got over 1,500 yards rushing.
Well, you know, Linden has Powers, a running back. He leads the Motherlode League in rushing at 1,548 yards. Almost, I mean, virtually close to 1,000 yards above any other running back in the league. It's amazing because Argonaut has a great rushing offense, as we saw 2 weeks ago here at Doro Field, but so far, what was that, 0 for Argonaut?
Yeah.
Linden's stopping that run. So Jed Roberson on for the kickoff. Squib kick. Giroux picks it up at the 25, up the middle to the 30. Looks like about the 33, 34 yard line. First and 10 for the Frogs. Get a good spot, 34 yard line. I don't know why everyone's complaining out there about the moisture. I'm nice and dry. Of course, I'm in the booth. First and 10 for the Frogs, 34 yard line. Bragg under center. Looks like Rainey, the running back. Bragg rolls out left side, going to take it himself. Maybe a gain of 1.
Stop made on that play on Bragg, number 56 for the Bears. Ledwick.
Ledwick to stop for Somerville. Bragg looking off. Giroux jogs on as Bret Hart gets set for 2nd and 9. Rain coming down. It's a little more than a miss now. Snap, Bragg looking right side, over the middle, complete to Bretchel. Bretchel close to a first down.
Takes it out near the first down.
I think he's got the first down, right?
Roberson in on the stop. And
Yep, they're moving the chains.
Bears a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 at their own 45.
So 1st and 10 for the Frogs. Perfect example of why Bretchel's the number 2 receiver in the league. Looks like Giroux in the backfield. Left side, complete. At the 45, the 40. Up to about the 39-yard line.
Here we go, driving down the field.
That was Bretchel on the reception again. That number 2 Motherlode League receiver just getting it done out there. 1st and 10 in Somerville territory at the 39 as Bret Hart looks to tighten this game up before halftime. 5:55 left to go, first half. Amazing how many people are here in this rain. Back to passes, Bragg looking right, upfield for Rasmussen, overthrown at about the 15-yard line.
Pass intended for Rasmussen. We'll bring up 2nd down.
It's going to become harder and harder to pass with this rain coming down here. The ball's going to get a little bit slippery. Look for Bret Hart to try some more running plays here. Try to combat this weather.
And this is where the more rounded attack you have, the better. I mean, we have the top 2 quarterbacks in the league. But as this rain keeps coming down, you're going to need to mix it up. So it looks like 2nd and 10. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Giroux in the backfield. Bragg back to pass, looking right now, looks left. Complete to number 24. Ellington takes it up to about the 33-yard line. Gain of about 6 on the play.
It's a good middle screen right there. That was a nice call. It's almost just like a run.
Bring up 3rd down and about 4 yards to go.
It's a 3rd and 4 for the Frogs.
The ball being covered at the 33-yard line.
And it's good to see the band still there in the rain. Staying strong. Big 3rd and 4 for the Frogs. 3 running backs. Hand off to Jordan King. Jordan King looks like good for a first down, Bret Hart. Looks like
there we go, some smash mouth football. What we've been waiting for.
Can't have smash mouth football without mud, Dylan. But I like it. Taking himself, tries to break the corner, cannot, gets maybe a gain of 1 or 2 on the play.
Picks up about 3. Depends on where they mark the ball here.
Missed about a 3-yard run there by Bragg. And the rain is starting to come down harder and harder now. It's definitely going to be a contributing factor to this game now.
The ball at the 26.
So 2nd down for the Frogs. Bragg back to pass, looking right. Pass over the middle to Bretchel. Bretchel complete, looking for the end zone. And it's a touchdown, Bret Hart!
Touchdown, Bret Hart!
And just like that, it's a 5-point game with the extra point to come. It is 14-9, Bret Hart.
The 5-3 connection right there.
As the Bret Hart band plays the fight song written by Phil Stock, they set up for the extra point. Meach on to kick the extra point here in the rain. Hopefully a good hold. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it's good. And it's 14-10 as Bret Hart, with 3:24 to go in the first half, fighting back into this game here in the rain, which is coming down hard at this point.
Now,
And it was just announced the Texas Rangers have won the American League pennant.
yeah.
So it goes to prove that in baseball, no matter how much money you spend, it doesn't necessarily lead to championships.
All right, so you're a little bit more versed on this. The Yankees have what, $127 million payroll, or
Try
is it more?
right around the 200 million mark,
Woo!
compared to the Giants, which are right about the 80 million mark. So Bret Hart set to kick off with 3:24 here in the first half, looking strong. It looks like we have pizza now.
Tragedy averted. The great pizza shortage in 2010.
Yeah, the kick is taken out about the 20. Oh, it's a wet ball out there. Suter on the picking it up. Rasmussen gets on the play, and it looks like Somerville's going to start at about the 24-yard line.
Now, if we can keep them out of the end zone, go into halftime with this score, I think the Bullfrogs will be in good shape. 3 minutes and 18 seconds left in the half. Bullfrogs 10, Somerville Bears 14.
So Roberson takes over, 1st and 10 for the Bears. Handoff right side to Gold. Gold up to about the 33. Just kept those legs going.
Time's ticking away.
Actually turns into a 9-yard run. Bret Hart was all over it, but that's why Gold is one of the top running backs in the league. Just keeps those pistons firing and takes it for 9. Bret Hart can just wind out the clock right here. Go to the locker room, 14-10. Somerville will take the ball at the start. Ball getting slippier and slippier. Roberson just couldn't get the ball off the snap from the center. Got to bring up 3rd down. This is huge. Bret Hart can keep it at this. Come out. Somerville will start with the ball in the second half.
It's like 3rd and a long 2 here.
One receiver back for the Bears. That seemed to be their main thing. Hand off to Gold. Gold takes it up. Good for a 1st down up to about the 41-yard line. Looks like Somerville's starting to abandon their passing in this rain.
Ball's going to be a little bit too slippery. Looks like the crowd is thinning out now as the rain comes down harder and harder.
And I have to admit, yes, I may be in shorts in the nice warm press box, but I was rooting for rain all day long. Pass right side, it's deep. He's got a receiver, and it's just overthrown. Pass was intended for Colton Craig. Incomplete. Bring up 2nd and 10. 1:38 to go.
That incompletion stops the clock. Looking at 2nd down and 10.
Halftime, we'd kind of like to ask the fans to use the outside part of the field. Use the outside fence.
Bret Hart, 1 timeout left. Somerville still has all 3. 2nd and 10 from the 42. Roberson pass left side to Craig. Taken down immediately.
Carson Ellington.
Great coverage on the play. That's going to make it 3rd and 11. Bret Hart on fire.
I think right now you kind of think about taking a timeout, possibly.
I mean, you can just, Bret Hart is on such fire, you can see the sizzle coming off him from the ring touching him.
Maybe we'll pick up a few viewers that have left the game.
I think so.
Roberson back to pass to the running back Gold, right side up to about the 45-50, breaking away right side. Rasmussen tries to get the tackle in, barely gets in. Rasmussen, a last effort shoestring tackle, and that will take Somerville down to about the 37-yard line.
More importantly, the clock is stopped briefly as they reset the chains. Now it just started. 42 seconds left.
I bet he outweighs Rasmussen by 50 pounds.
Pass up the middle, incomplete.
Deflected there.
I know.
Rasmussen breaking up that.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 with the incomplete, stopping the clock.
44.
I have a feeling we're going to see Gold up the middle on the next play.
Especially since they still have all their timeouts, or at least 2 of them.
I believe all 3.
They do?
Yeah. Yeah, Bret Hart's taking 2 timeouts. So Roberson under center. Nope, it's a pass to the right side, complete to number 44, and it looks like it's close to a first down, shoved out of bounds. That was Ty Gwingo, who scored a touchdown earlier. And it is good for a first down. With 28 seconds to go. Starting to move into getting close to field goal territory. Still a pretty long field goal at this level. 1st and 10, but Somerville's got to be looking at the clock at this point. 2 receivers off to the left, 2 off to the right. Gold, the running back. Hand off to Gold up the middle. And at the 10, breaks free, and he is into the end zone on the right side for a touchdown for Somerville. Well, it was a play late, but I knew it was going to Gold. And that's going to bring the score to 20-10. But even though Somerville's winning, you look at the feeling right here compared to the last few home games. It's just night and day. This is still a very winnable game for the Purple and Gold. So, Jed Roberson in to attempt the extra point. Good hold. Kick is up. Kick is good. And with 20.3 seconds left to go in the first half, it's Somerville 21, Bret Hart 10. Looks like the band's finally starting to clear out, but a lot of the instruments just can't handle all that water. I was impressed how long they stayed. Those pads on the saxophone will blow up. Yeah, but it does appear the drummers are still here. Jed Roberson gets ready to kick off. Bretchel back to receive for the Bullfrogs in the middle. And it's another squib kick. It's off of Bret Hart. Fumble on the play, and I believe Bret Hart picked it up. It looked like it was Colby Klein that got on it.
17 seconds left in the half.
And Somerville recovers that fumble.
We can give you a score. Linden 16, Argonaut 0.
Looks like Linden's still beating Argonaut 16-0. So Somerville recovers.
Sierra 14, Sonora 7.
Nope, right, sir.
Oh no, it is Bret Hart ball. Once again, I'm fooled by the PA announcer. Pass off to the left side. Goes upfield to the 50, to the 45. Chimente up to about the 43-yard line of Somerville.
It's like 9 seconds left.
To the 44.
Timeout, Bret Hart. That should be their last of the half. So Bret Hart with the ball at the 43-yard line. No timeouts remaining. 9 seconds on the clock.
Nice chunky yardage there. Head coach Scott Edwards there coaching them up. 9 seconds left to play in the half. Bret Hart's down 21-10, but still they're looking pretty good despite that score.
Oh, this is definitely the best Bret Hart's played in weeks, and this is a Somerville team that did beat Amador last week. They're 5-2. Their losses to Calaveras and the Bradshaw Christian of Sacramento. So they've lost to some worthy opponents. Starting to look like Calaveras will be the team to beat again one more year. So
when you're a Bullfrog, that's always the team to beat.
Bragg back to pass, looking left. Under pressure, rolling right, and brought down by number 62 of the Somerville Bears, C.J. Sorick.
Rick, that's going to be the half.
So at halftime, your score, Somerville 21, Bret Hart 10. Great football game.
See if we can find some more scores around the league for you. You hockey fans out there, the Thunder are leading the Ontario 2-0. As Rick jumps up and down, he's a huge hockey fan here.
Thunder still looking for the first win of the year.
Linden's still up 16-0 over Argonaut. In the VOL, Sonora's down a touchdown to Sierra. And Manteca continues to roll in the VOL League, 41-6 over Lathrop. St. Mary's is 21-0 over Stagg. Kind of far out right there, but another big score for the Stockton area. Lincoln's 21 to Franklin's 0.
Well, St. Mary's and Lincoln, I moved away for a few years and lived in Stockton, and St. Mary's and Lincoln are the two biggest schools down there. I mean, St. Mary's puts together a powerhouse every single year.
Yeah. Make sure my eyes are open. See the Chinese.
We might want to get shafted off. Why not?
Tight shot on the head. We got a blank score here for Edinburgh. Yeah, get one like this. That's what I look like most of the time. Or like this.
There we go, guys. You drop the eyes. Oops, I'm turning it. Helps if you put a card. Helps if you put a card in it. That always is a good thing.
You're looking at me to say something. I can't. It's
I
funny.
tried to cut the video. I love that when you asked about Reagan, I was like, what happened 500 years Looks like we got a Halloween-oriented cheerleading dance. I think they look a little pale out there, Dylan.
Yeah, that lens looks like it's off the load.
I'm trying to get smoked. You don't like it with the change.
Does Scott go through with it? Do we know?
What's that? Yeah, he was saying, yeah, that tomorrow's today on Facebook. So. That's cool picture. Oh, I know. I never thought he'd ever get. Yeah. That's kind of a cool story. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so I bought this 2 years ago on a 4th of July in San Francisco. I purposely went to the to Pier, what is it, 39 or whatever it is, for the fireworks without a sweatshirt, so I have an excuse to buy this bad boy.
I forget this whole laptop. This is a 4 gig card. This whole laptop I only read it for 2 gig. You know, it's how they did that. Sorry. I don't want to mess with it. It's just kind of plugging away. Oh yeah, of course. We just grab a chair and stay in here.
Grab that one over. You look so bloody.
Living large tonight.
Jacob, I didn't get in this press box. I went to school here and I was never in this press box till 2 weeks ago. Somerville on with third cheerleading right now.
Yeah, there is, but everything's locked up. You can't do hardly anything. You can update for my TV. And use Skype though. They don't know that now. I switched video to a friend of mine. That's what the whole thing is on Skype. Whole thing, everything. See what he does is, of course, he's got all those little toys, you know. He's got like basically like a video mixer, but it's, I can't remember what it's called. But he's got one of those. But before they would just, you know, take the video and then they built this machine called the Skyposaurus. It's like 4 computers, and they all go into one for a video stream. He basically made his own switch for like a video mixer. Pretty much.
It's amazing how much horsepower this stuff needs if you want to do it live clean.
See, he was smart. He got this girl, Colleen Kelly, who is, big computer enthusiast, and she told Leo the only way she would ever leave him is if Google called this year. She had to go. She had to go.
Now we have the future quarterback in the Bullfrogs in the with us, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Quarterback this year?
Are you Hazel Fisher? Do you know Grayson Hamilton? He's in 3rd grade. This is Callum's class? The second. This is Callum's class. You know Logan?
We're going to have a fun soccer game tomorrow.
Wish we could play.
That'd be cool. You can't in high school. You'll be busy playing football and soccer and wrestling and baseball.
Have you wrestled yet?
Yeah, he did. He wrestled for a couple months.
Yeah?
He wrestled for a couple months. He wasn't really
Down in Stockton?
No,
Yeah. You were doing AMA?
I cried the first time we went into the Bret Hart wrestling.
Yeah.
What did it do?
Looks like the band having a little bit of fun here.
How many minutes we got left, Dylan?
Just under 5. Still more people than I thought.
I know. I'm here to play some ball. It's a good game. If it was like previous weeks, if it was 35-3 right now. Well, it's played a lot better game. It's not just this doesn't feel like the 21-10 game. It's been a lot closer.
Moving the ball.
Yeah. Some scoring going on.
Okay, if you get out your 50-50 raffle tickets, we're going to go ahead and take care of that right now. 50-50 raffle tickets. $110 tonight. $110.
Hey, did you get your pizza? Yeah?
50-50 raffle. 2, 3, 8, 9, 8, 5, 1. 2, 3, 8, 9, 8, 5, 1.
Next time,
And then
I'm
the
going
boosters.
to say this for the first time. And then in
Jen will be
January,
here behind the press box and claim your
Oh,
prize.
yeah.
We go up next Sunday. Maybe Friday. Yeah, I mean, well, next
Big flurries before snow flurries.
Yeah.
that double drive-through. I don't know why it was so cool to see the drive-through boards out.
Oh, yeah.
Why the double?
That's nice, because they can stage it. You know, if somebody's holding up a long order.
Well, I mean, it looks really, the drive-through area almost looks traffic.
Oh, you should see my principal. He's right out there. Dad, you can see my principal. He's right there. See?
It is nice and wet.
He has the same shoes as you. Right here, stay right there.
You must go shop at Walmart. You go to Delaware. Of course, you notice my shoes are thunder colors, right?
His are funny colors too because they're the same thing.
You said, maybe you get into business with us, thunder colors, so I'm not choosing that. Okay,
Lovely win.
Then Dylan will be happy.
And a lot of people will be happy. What's
No,
that?
it's not a cup like in hockey.
Oh, no.
No, it's a World Series, not the Stanley Cup.
It's a big trophy. It's got pennants all over it. Looks real cool.
They have hockey thingy on it.
No hockey on it. It's probably, what is there, a baseball bat and a ball on it and a bunch of pendants.
Where did
Going up
Summerville
around.
go? Did they actually go to the locker room? Usually they were visiting team, doesn't it?
I imagine in the rain they do. Alright, it's saying 45 seconds, but there's probably going to be another 5
They're coming. They're coming. I can see. Yeah, see? They're coming.
Feed's still rolling. So good.
Well, we're starting to get ready for the second half here at Doro Field. A very, very wet at this point, Doro Field. Bret Hart coming out of the locker rooms, marching hand in hand down the pathway towards the field. Probably one of the best halves of football they played at home in a month. I mean, Bret Hart started out 3-0, lost 4 in a row, but played an excellent half. Scoreboard doesn't quite show it at 21-10, but Bret Hart has moved the ball. I think part of that is due to Zach Roberson and his quick strikes. When Somerville has scored, they've scored fast. We don't have time of possession, but I would definitely have to say it's in the Bullfrog favor.
Definitely.
Still quite a few people out here in the rain. Goes to prove that up here in Angels Camp, basically the whole Highway 4 corridor, this is our Candlestick Park. On Friday night, it's high school football. They say high school football is big in Texas, but you look at this $1 million field, Dylan. We can't be that far behind.
Someone just lied about our score on here. You don't want it open? It's wet out there and we got all kinds of stuff that can get ruined in the water.
They're looking right there.
Captain's getting ready to head to midfield for the start of the second half. With Dylan Richardson, John Hamilton, I'm Rick Peters, getting ready for the hopes to be a big second half comeback. Captain's getting ready to go out for the Bullfrogs. James Gower, number 70, he's a senior. Justice Rasmussen, the junior running back. Joseph Chimney, Chimente, I should say, senior wide receiver, and Carson Ellington, senior tight end.
That was a good attack, Justice. Yeah, wait.
Shoestring.
By what? I mean,
Delayed the touchdown. Too bad it didn't.
yeah, I know. It's still.
Still was good, yeah.
Justice Rasmussen with that huge shoestring touchdown late in the second half. Looks like the captains for Somerville's Zach Roberson, Taylor Gold, Ty Gwingo, Jed Roberson.
And the captains for the Bears.
Robbie Bragg warming up on the Bret Hart sidelines. Don't know how much offense in the air we're going to get. Somerville to start off with the ball here in the second half. Key is going to be defense. Somerville starting for the ball. If Bret Hart can get the ball back, get some points on the board, we're within a touchdown. Seems we have a comedian in the booth.
Which also is funny, Rick. Your son just informed me that the great pizza shortage of 2010 was averted. They have pizza down there.
Thank goodness. So I will be back in 10 minutes. It's getting exciting. McDonald's is almost ready to open here in Angels Camp.
Krieg and kicking off. It's
McNerlin getting ready for the kickoff for Bret Hart. Gold back to take the kickoff. Taylor Gold. I doubt they'll be kicking to him. No, it's a squib kick picked up by number 42, Will Olivedet. And he's brought down. Great special teams by Bret Hart. I was talking to Coach Osborne about a week and a half ago, and he said that's one area that Bret Hart really needs to work on is the special teams. Some definite good special teams going on tonight. So Somerville will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. I just wish we had the mud.
Still going to have those wet center quarterback exchange here.
Roberson under center, 3 receivers off to the right, Gold in the backfield, hand off to Gold up the middle, up to about the 45, up to the 50, and he's brought down. Brought down on the play by Colby Klein. Bret Hart's really going to have to watch Gold because Somerville with the 11-point lead, with the rain coming down, that's just a recipe for run, run, run.
Keep on rolling with it until you can stop it. That's Escalon style.
Wasn't this the first year Bret Hart hasn't played Escalon in years?
Yeah, a long while.
That was always a huge game. Roberson, handoff to Gold again, just like we said.
Running hard.
Looks like about 9 on the play for Gold, close to a first down.
Seems to be about his average tonight. 9-10 yards a carry, unfortunately.
Rocco. Beginning on the play. 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Gonna have to find a way to stop him.
Gold actually averaging 114 yards per game. So his average is over 100 yards a game. That's impressive. 2nd down and 2. Pass left side.
Nothing doing there.
The receiver on that play. Covered nicely there by Holcomb.
Pass to Colton Craig, but for a loss. So here it is. We said Bret Hart needs to make the stop to start this defensive stand, and it's a 3rd down and 5. Bret Hart needs to just keep an eye on where Gold is.
Here's their shot. Stand up right here.
Craig in motion. Ball to Craig, and it's good for a first down. Looked like the reverse. Craig takes it off to the right side, down to about the... Ball will be marked at the 34-yard line. So I guess I was wrong in watching Gold. I guess they heard me and all watched Gold, and they did the reverse to Craig. Roberson under center. 3 wide receivers to the left. Hand off to Gold. Gold up the middle. Gets some good blocking by his offensive line. There it is. 9 yards. That's how you average 114 yards a game.
Picked up there by Brechtel.
Brechtel on the stop. Gain of about 8 on the play.
2nd and 3. Ball's now at the 27.
Somerville seems to like the 3 wide receivers off to the left. Roberson hand off to Gold. Good for another first down for.
I think you only had about 4 yards on that carry.
First down for the Bears.
So that'll be a first down for.
Bears.
James Galler hustling in on the play for defense for the Frogs. Roberson back to pass, rolls left, looks left, complete to Craig. Craig up to about the 10, the 5, and brought down on the play by Jordan King.
King on the tackle.
So 1st and 10 for Somerville. Or excuse me, 1st and goal from the 5.
Ball's down to the 6.
This rain keeps up. It's going to be a wet local soccer day tomorrow. Roberson under center. Hands off to
Ball carrier.
Gold.
Rocco tripping him up.
Rocco with the stop for the Frogs. Gain of a few.
Down to 4.
2nd and goal from the 4.
2nd and goal.
Bret Hart plays at Amador next week, and then the season finale here at Doro Field against Calaveras. Roberson, hand off to Gold, and Gold
He's in.
spins around, tap dances into the end zone for another touchdown for Somerville. It's just important Bret Hart hasn't touched the ball here in the second half, and it's important that they realize they played a strong first half and not let that get them down. And Jed Roberson puts up the extra point. It's good. And with 7:11 left here in the third quarter, Somerville 28, the Bullfrogs 10. So the Frogs already on the field, getting ready to receive this kickoff. Still plenty of time. It's an onside kick.
You got to be kidding me. An onside kick when you're up 28-10?
Classless.
Well,
88.
Probably not that
no
bad.
avail anyways. We recovered.
I guess that's Kyle Spence who has a different jersey than
Maybe they're practicing for when they need it.
Practicing for giving us good field position. Thank you very much.
This is true. So Bret Hart will take over at the 47-yard line. Bragg under center. Hand off to Chereau. Good for a first down for Bret Hart. So Bret Hart keeps right where they left off in this first half, and that'll move the chains.
There's that patented Bret Hart play again, that little inside handoff to the fullback.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Officials wiping off the ball. Jordan King into the game. Rainey and Chereau back for the Frogs. Handoff to Rainey. No, it's a pass. Fooled me.
Nice defensive play there.
Fooled the cameraman as well.
Pass complete to the running back, Chereau.
For a gain of about 1. It'll be 2nd and
1 on the play. That'll be up to the Somerville 40-yard line.
halftime score. Calavera 0, Amador 0.
Huh? I don't think it's right either. It has to be a score in that game. I've been monitoring it. I haven't seen anything come across, and they're supposed to be featured. Ooh, Argonauts come back.
So Bragg under center, 2nd and 9 for the Bullfrogs. Back to pass, looks left. Incomplete. Pass intended for Garrett Whittle.
Pass intended for Rasmussen.
I'm sorry, pass was intended for Rasmussen.
3rd and 9.
0-0. This is Stockton record.
Record showing that? So I was just going to the record too.
Sources telling us that Calaveras and Amador are tied 0-0 in the second quarter. If that score is correct, that'd be a real interesting score since Somerville beat Amador and Calaveras is the power. Pass complete. Bretchel at the 30. Good for a first down for the Bullfrogs.
Number 5 to number 3 connection once again.
Brechtel with the reception. Huge drive for Bret Hart up to the Somerville 30-yard line. Randy runs off. Bragg under center. Chereau, the running back. Rolls out right side. Pass incomplete through the wet hands of Brechtel.
Well, Rick, you know what the old saying is. The worst place to hit a receiver is
In the hands.
I think we're down again.
Everybody know what the
Yep.
could be slow. Oh, that looks so short.
Yeah, it's down. It says unknown error.
Okay.
Brechtel.
Yeah.
And we have a flag down.
And to Brechtel for the touchdown for the Frogs. They strike back. Touchdown, Bret Hart.
Now the feed went down and Matt Brechtel caught a touchdown.
So Somerville starts off with a touchdown, kind of dampening the spirits here at Doro Field. But Bret Hart comes right back down the field. Bragg to
Page for the extra point.
Brechtel, and the extra point is up, and it's good.
Kick is good.
So we have a game with 4:30 here in the third.
Counter the other touchdown by the Bears.
Somerville Bears 28, the Bret Hart Bullfrogs 17.
All right, so what you're going to see here on your screen is a replay.
Second half score.
Here we go.
Argonaut comes back.
So next play right here, Matt Brechtel with the touchdown. Play action pass. And there we go.
Very cool.
Touchdown.
Very cool.
We are moving up in the world. We got Dylan with the
Nice,
replay.
Nice.
Well, there's the blue screen. It's not your blue screen of death. Bret Hart's still down in this game, 17-28, but they are looking pretty good. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter.
Well, and what's best, they're giving an entertaining game to these fans that are sticking it out in the rain.
Keep again for the Bears. We have Gold and Creedy.
So there you go. They tried the onside kick and we score a touchdown on them. So as long as they keep giving us that field position, keep trying the onside kick. And Bret Hart tries the onside kick and
Recovered. Oh,
still falling around.
looks like,
Rainey is
looks
there,
like Rainey's going to muscle it away.
waiting for the official. They pull the players off. Rainey was right there. Both sides saying they have it.
A lot of hands in the air.
Somerville ball. Very close, and you can tell how wet it is. That ball must have hit 7 different sets of hands before it got recovered.
At their own 40-yard line.
So, okay, Bret Hart's defense hasn't been that bad, so they've been playing tough. Need to watch the big play, get a stop here, and get the ball right back. Whistle's blown on the play. Could they be going to instant replay?
No. It looked like Rainey was going to muscle the ball away there, but didn't come up with it.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Handoff. No, it's a pass right side, and it is incomplete. Just overthrown on the play. White.
Somerville crowd wants a flag on that one. Wouldn't do them very much good. It's an automatic first down and 10 yards, but it's not a spot foul.
Yeah, just over the head, or just over the hands. The white jerseys in the distance through the rain getting a little wet. Couldn't quite see who it was. I think it was Colton Craig on the play with just over his hands. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Bears from their own 40-yard line. Gold in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Gold up the middle. Not bad for Bret Hart on the play. Stops him at about 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a big 3rd down for the purple and gold.
This could be another one of those game changers right here. 3rd and 5. Bullfrogs can get a stop here. Somerville might punt for the first time tonight.
Same formation for the Bears. Handoff to Gold. And
It's met hard by
Jordan King.
On the tackle. Real close to the first down marker.
Looks like they're going to come in for
First down, Somerville.
Bears right at midfield.
So a big first down for Somerville. Somerville at midfield. Same formation. Somerville keeps throwing the same thing out there. Craig in motion. Pass. Ooh, just over the hands to number 44.
Ellington on a nice pass.
Tag Wingo.
Rushing the quarterback. Pass intended for Wingo.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10 from midfield.
2nd down.
Wingo has speed. We saw it on that one touchdown he made earlier. If he gets the ball, he can surprise you.
3 minutes left here in the third quarter.
Wingo 6'4", 220. But with speed. Same exact formation. Pass middle. DeWingo off his hands. This time he got his fingers on it, but just could not bring it down. And that's going to bring up
Kyle Spence. Stay right with the tight end. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 10 from midfield. Still quite a few people here. Bret Hart making it exciting tonight. No running back. 4 wide receivers. 2 on each side. Roberson back to pass. Under pressure. Complete. Flag on the play. Down to the 30. Down to the 25. Down to the 22. Let's hope it's holding.
That's all for naught. There was a block in the back. This play will be coming back and going negative yards for the Bears.
Colton Craig with the reception. And it's holding against Somerville. So yes, Dylan, that will be going back. Should go back to about the 40-yard line of Somerville and bring up a 3rd and 20.
Third down. And about 11.
Spot foul? They must be calling that a spot foul because the flag did fly at about the 41, and it looks like they're about to place it at the Somerville 49.
Like they're not sure what to do there for a second.
A lot of confusion on the field, but nevertheless, that's going to bring up 3rd and 11 for the Bears. Gold in the backfield, 2 receivers on each side, and another flag flies. A lot of confusion on the field right now. Looks like the rain might be lightening up a little bit. False start against Somerville, so we'll get it back a little more, back to the 44, 3rd and 16. Can't help but wonder if some of that confusion over the previous spot of the ball led to the false start. And it's going to be a timeout for Somerville, their first of the second half. With 1:56 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Somerville 28, Bret Hart 17. Well, I guess I spoke a little too fast in saying the rain was lightening up.
It's back.
It's definitely pouring.
This thing usually does that.
Oh, and there it does it even?
Late here in the 3rd quarter, this could be the defensive stand of the game for Bret Hart. 3rd and 16. Bret Hart down by 11. Getting close to the 4th quarter. Got to stop him here.
3rd and 16.
No running back for the Bears. 4 receivers right side. Roberson back to pass. Over the middle and off the fingertips of Wingo. They keep trying that play, and Wingo's got to be getting frustrated by this point. That's about the 3rd play where it's went off of his fingertips, and that's going to bring up a big 4th down for Somerville. Got to think Somerville's got a punt, 4th and 16. And they are punting. Roberson gets the punt off. That's Jed Roberson. Bounces at about the 20, and that will be his first inside the 20 of the season at the 19-yard line.
1:39 remaining in the 3rd quarter with the Bears up 28-17.
Roberson averaging 34.33 yards a punt. So Bret Hart takes over down by 11 at their own 19-yard line. Bragg. Handoff. Right side.
Hold the cameraman once again.
Sold it, huh?
Jordan King sold that to us. Looks like it was Rainey with the run.
Picks up 5, 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 for the Bullfrogs.
Minute and 18 seconds left here in the third quarter. Bret Hart 17, Somerville 28.
Chimente into the game for the Frogs. One receiver to each side, 2 running backs in the backfield. Bragg, handoff up the middle.
King, the ball carrier.
Jordan King close to a first down. I think we got it. And yes, the change will move. Another first down, Bret Hart. Bret Hart's got to be close to over 10 first downs in this game.
Number 62.
It's one thing they've done really well tonight is move those chains.
Sorick. It'll be first and 10 for the Bullfrogs at their own 31.
Looks like we'll get one more play before we head into the fourth quarter here at Dora Field.
Still no need to hurry at this point. Whole quarter ahead. 2 possession game.
Argonaut 27, Linden 16 in the third.
In the third period, Argonaut 27, Linden 16. Bragg rolls right side under pressure. Back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2.
Bragg holds on to the ball and picks up some yards. Picks up about 4.
As the announcer just said, I'm impressed that Bragg held on to the ball like that. He took a hard hit, looked like a shoulder to the ball, and was still able to hold on to it. Pretty impressive ball handling skills there by the third-year veteran starting quarterback, number 5, Robbie Bragg.
Argonaut was losing in that game. And that's the end of the third period, 28-17. But Bret Hart on the move.
Are we playing hockey here? What's this period stuff?
I think my soccer team should play in the rain tomorrow.
Who's Bruce?
Actually, I wouldn't mind a rain. All my players have been at all my games, and tomorrow like 5 players can't come. So if it rains tomorrow, that wouldn't be that bad.
Alright, so I'm gonna test the boy here. Jones.
You stop.
And we're back to action here at Dora Field. So, second down for the Bullfrogs. Bragg under center. Handoff to King. King the right side. Close to a first down, but nailed on the 40. Huge hit, as Dylan says. Think they stopped him on the first down.
Hard there by number 20. Gets real close to the first down marker.
Good job, Dylan.
Third, about a foot.
I'm not going to feel responsible for that one.
Very close to the first down for the Bullfrogs at the 41-yard line.
I knew he was gonna do it too. I tell you, that might be a guy.
And good for a first down for the Bullfrogs. Sean Rainey picks it up on the ground. So another first down for the Frogs. Not a lot of huge plays for Bret Hart tonight, but they just seem to be moving those chains 10 yards at a time.
Hanging around and hanging around.
Bret Hart lines up. Receiver out to the left side. Rasmussen in motion. Handoff up the middle. Gain of about 1.5.
Late flag on that.
Flag on the play. Handoff was to Chereau. Waiting to see what the flag is for.
Bret Hart against Bret Hart.
appears to be holding. And it is holding against Bret Hart.
As the rain starts coming down a little bit harder once again.
We have a score of Amador 3, Calaveras 0.
And an updated score, Amador has taken a 3-0 lead against Calaveras. That's just amazing. But in conditions like this, obviously it's surely raining there as well. In the rain, anything can happen. A big, powerful offense like Calaveras can get shut out. Bragg rolling right, looking upfield, up the middle.
Nice scrambling by Bragg and making that
complete into Somerville territory.
a nice gain on that play.
So it takes care of that holding call.
Bear, 48.
And it'll bring up second and about 4.
Right about now is when you got to start worrying about clock management. 9 minutes and 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bret Hart's down 2 scores.
So here's a situation where Bret Hart really needs to go to the air with the time and the points down, but scary to go there in this wet. Handoff left side. Jordan King gets it to the 35, breaks free to the right side. He's to the 20, the 10, and brought down. Really nice run by Jordan King.
42 running out there for the Bears. Nice rip off with some big yards here by King.
So it's going to bring up about a 1st and goal from the 10.
Ula Bedet on the tackle.
It will be 1st and 10, going to be marked a little shy of the 10-yard line.
Mark the ball at about the 11 of the Bears.
Which is good because that way you can get a first down before going in the end zone if need be.
So 1st and 10 from the 11. Bragg rolls left, looks left, and it is, in and out of the hands of Chimente.
Just a little bit short. Pass intended for Chimente, trying to make a nice recovery on that.
In and out of his hands. He had that and it just bounced out. Didn't look like it was the water on that, just in and out. Bring up 2nd and 10 from the 11. So Dylan, what everyone's wondering, do you have an updated Stockton Thunder score?
No, I don't. Not at this moment.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, Bragg under center. Fakes the handoff, looking upfield, and he is sacked.
44.
Ula Bedet coming around the side, making that tackle. Loss of yards on that play will bring up.
That was Wingo doing it on defense. So the ball will be spotted at about the 15-yard line, which will bring up about a 3rd and about 13. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Bragg back to pass, looking left. Intended for King.
Late flag on the play.
Flag on the play. Kind of a holding against Bret Hart. They'll probably take this penalty. Somerville will probably take this penalty to kind of push them out of field goal position. If they decline it, it brings up 4th down. So they will take the penalty just to push the Bret Hart out of field goal position.
The ball just shy of the 25. It'll still be.
So it'll be 3rd down at the 25, a 3rd and about 23. 8:05. The Frogs need some points desperately on this drive. Even if they can get into field goal position, they can still tie this game with a field goal and a touchdown with a 2-point conversion. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Bragg back to pass, looking left, under pressure, and he is Hit hard again by Wingo. Tig Wingo.
Hitting the arm of quarterback brings up 4th down.
So we have to wait to see what Bret Hart chooses to do. This would be from the 25. It would be a 42-yard field goal.
No way. Going for it.
O'Gorman is gone.
So, Dylan, is it safe to say this is the game right here?
Probably.
7:59. Again, 2 receivers to each side, 1 running back. Bragg back to pass. Wingo in the backfield again. Wide open on the right side. No, it's tipped.
And the ball will be turned over on downs, and the Bears will take over at their own.
Pass was intended for Colby Klein, but out of nowhere, Taylor Gold came, does it on the run, does it on defense, and Somerville will take over. Bret Hart very, very close on that play. So, Zach Roberson, the senior quarterback, under center for the Bears. Handoff to Gold up the middle. I think we're going to see a lot of this now. Good for about 6 or 7 on the play.
Big run there again by Gold. Rainey at the bottom of that pile. Making the stop. 2nd and 2.
Gold seems to be able to take the smallest gains and just move them upfield. Gain of 8 on the play for Gold. 2nd and 2 for Somerville. Craig in motion. Craig left side and out of bounds.
It looks like Krieg has picked up the 1st down.
Good for a 1st down.
That's the 35. It'll be 1st and 10 Bears.
So a new set of downs for Somerville. Looks like the ball's going to be spotted at about the 36-yard line. Somerville, the clock now their friend. Krieg in motion. Handoff left side to Gold. Gold up to about the 42-yard line.
Junior Mike Rocco was in on that tackle as well.
Well, we started today thinking of Amador as a winnable game, but now Amador is beating Calaveras.
Who knows anymore?
Somerville trying to run out the clock. Krieg in motion. Roberson handoff to Gold. Nice stop by the Bret Hart defense. They have not given up. It's cold, it's rainy, and they're still fighting.
5 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game. Bret Hart's down 2 scores, 17-28.
3rd and 1, another chance for Bret Hart to force the punt. Trying to force the 2nd punt of the game for Somerville. Gotta think Gold's getting the ball, and he did. No, it's a quarterback keeper. I gotta stop trying to guess what's gonna happen. Every time I guess, goes the other way. Roberson keeps it, and it's a 1st down for Bret Hart.
They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be 1st and 10.
And most importantly for Somerville, that clock just keeps running. To my
moving towards the 5-minute mark here.
My best recollection, or never mind. I think we all know what I'm trying to say. Somerville has 3 timeouts left. Or I'm sorry, Bret Hart should have 3 timeouts left. Somerville should have 2. Krieg is off to Krieg right side. Cuts up. And it's close to a first down. Ball will be spotted.
Spence in on the stop, but not before there's a
Rainey and
first down
Spence on the stop. And they will move the chains.
Market just shy of the Bullfrog 40. We have 4:29 remaining in the game. And an excellent game here, entertaining game for everyone.
It's getting pretty close to 35, 21, 38, 21. Does that number sound familiar? Handoff up the middle to Gold.
Crunching out those yards.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 8.
King making the stop on that play. Pick up a 3, 2nd and 7. Ball's down to 38.
Roberson under center. Handoff to King. King left side up to about the 32-yard line. So another 3rd down opportunity for Bret Hart.
Down to the 32. Where it'll be 3rd and a long 2.
Clock going down to about 3 minutes. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Gold in the background. Craig in motion. Handoff to Gold. Move the chains one more time and get that clock running again.
Timeout Bullfrogs.
So Bret Hart will use their first timeout of the second half.
And the Bears up 28-17. Some updates on scores. Amador still leading Calaveras in the 3rd quarter, 3-0.
Amador still up on Calaveras, 3-0.
27, Linden 16.
Argonaut 27, Linden 16. These games still in progress, I presume. So what do you think, Dylan? Would that be the biggest upset of the season so far if Amador can hold off Calaveras?
That'd be a huge upset. Really big one.
That would put Calaveras at 2-1, Amador at 2-1, Somerville at 2-1.
Especially after the whole hoopla of coaching staff and, of course, the players talking about how they're not going to lose a game in league. But you have to believe that.
Well, we'd have 3 teams at 2-1 with 2 games to play. Gold up to the left side, down to about the 10. That'll move the chains.
It's the homecoming curse.
Homecoming curse.
Which is funny because usually nowadays they don't have homecomings during the league play.
Well, that's what surprised me. I don't remember Bret Hart ever having a homecoming during league. It's usually in the first few weeks of the season, and I mean,
it's usually against Houston.
Well, not only that, you don't want rain for your homecoming, and you have your homecoming game scheduled the end of October. These are the kind of weather conditions you're going to get.
Somerville, I think, is having theirs next weekend because they canceled that dead at forfeit earlier. So they're theirs next Friday.
Unfortunately, the writing's on the wall tonight for the Bullfrogs. Going under 2 minutes. Bret Hart's down by 2 scores. 17-28 here in the 4th quarter.
Rainey with the stop here in the rain.
Bring up.
We'll play on words, huh?
2nd down and 6.
Let's see if we can get a good shot of the showers here.
Always got to do the lights. That should be the
Kind of,
second
sort of. It's
timeout
hard
for
to
the
see.
Bret Hart. They should have 1 more left.
As we wind down the game here, we'd like to kindly ask the fans if they have...
If you didn't hear earlier, the Texas Rangers going to the World Series for the first time in their history, sending home the mighty New York Yankees.
They're wringing out of that blanket there.
And also like to ask the fans across the way if they could please use the outside perimeter to navigate around and not use the field or the track. Thank you very much.
Cold and rainy, just for the record. I'm in a t-shirt and shorts. Nice and warm here in the press box. Okay, Somerville second down, just trying to keep that clock moving. Surely be off to gold, which it is.
Gold again.
Cut short. You know, Dylan, we're almost at that position where, well, it's such a big lead, you don't want to let them score, but...
51 on the stop for the Bullfrogs.
Well, you know what? This team came out with a 28-10 lead and came out with an onside kick. So I think they're just going to keep running the ball down our throat.
136 remaining.
If you think they're going to go into victory formation, I don't think that's going to happen. But things like that are remembered. That sticks in your mind. And sometimes the shoe is on the other foot.
I don't think nothing gets on. Well, I'm sure there's other things, but onside kicks in a game where it's not necessary at the time gets under the skin of opposing coaches more than anything.
Especially when you're up by 18 points.
Bret Hart, you can hear him from up here in the booth. Bret Hart wanting to make a stand right here. Flag on the play, gold into the end zone.
Looks like a false start.
False start against Somerville.
And we'll go against the Bears, so they'll mark off 5.
This is a dangerous spot right here. Really, if you're going to play smart. If you want to really play smart right here, you're going to take a knee and not sacrifice the future of your team going into the next game here. Anything can happen. An injury. I mean, this is not going to be very smart play here, but they're going to do what they're going to do.
Last remaining fans definitely getting into it. Krieg in motion. Hand off to Krieg. Brought down. Helmet goes a flying. And it'll bring up fourth down for Somerville.
Things like that can happen. Lots of things bad could have happened on that play. That kid could have got a concussion, could have twisted an ankle, and all for what?
So Roberson talking to the coach on the sidelines. Still a little unsure of what they're going to do here.
Probably going to take a delay here, and then I would say kneel down on the ball, but either that or going to take a timeout. No?
They do take the delay.
Somebody called timeout in between. Penalty is waved off.
You have got to be kidding me. The kicker is coming out on the field.
And with 11 seconds left, we'd like to congratulate the Bears on their victory and a great hard-fought
So with
game
11
by the
seconds
Wolfpack.
left,
It was a very entertaining game, well played.
Jed Roberson comes out to attempt the field goal. Should be about a 26-yard field goal.
You know, if I'm the coach, I'm taking this as a slap in the face, and you know what? This will be remembered. Bret Hart is going to have some good teams coming up. It's not very smart either in a slippery, wet game. You're going to be risking starters. You're going to be risking your future.
Well, not only that, with a wet ball, let's say it gets past the holder, Bret Hart gets it. There's no one in the back. There's no one back there to stop them from a touchdown.
But the problem is that the game is over right now. This is...
It's blocked! Rasmussen with the block. Bret Hart with the ball. King up the left side.
Horse collar. Horse collar.
So a little bit of excitement for Bret Hart. 2 seconds left in the game. Rasmussen with the block. King recovers, takes it up the left side. So Bret Hart will get one more play. So Somerville tries to kick that field goal to add on to the score. Bret Hart says, no, get that out of here. So Bret Hart will take back over at roughly the, looks like the 35-yard line. Not much can happen in 2 seconds. That's just one heck of a way to end the game. What do you think, Dylan?
I think so, too. It
Get
just,
that out of here.
Showed a little bit of pride right there. And
Not
really,
in our house.
I think it was a almost despicable play call to go for something like that so late in the game.
Not in our house. Not going to run up the score. They tried an onside kick. We got the ball, scored a touchdown. Intercepted, but it's a moot point. Intercepted by Gold. Our final score from Doro Field. Somerville 28, Bret Hart 17. Just a great game by Bret Hart. Did not get the W, but definitely a step up from the last few weeks. They fall to 3-5 on the season, 0-3 in league. Somerville moves to 6-2. 2-1. If scores hold true, we're going to have 3 teams at 2-1. Calaveras, Somerville, and Amador all at 2-1.
So next week, Bret Hart travels to Amador, takes on the Buffaloes. And right now, Buffaloes are leading Calaveras Redskins. Don't know if that score is going to hold up, 3-0. But kind of a disappointing ending here. I was hoping that it was going to be a little bit closer. It was, but they did play well.
Argonauts winning as well, correct?
Argonauts
beating Linden, right?
Yeah, last I checked they were.
So that would
21-16.
So that would make Calaveras at 2-1.
27-16 Argonaut in the third quarter.
Calaveras is 2-1. Argonaut, well, I'm sorry, Calaveras. If scores hold true, Calaveras is looking like they're 2-1. Somerville at 2-1. Argonaut at 2-1, and Amador at 2-1. We would have 4 teams at 2-1 with 2 games to play.
Well, I have to say that Bret Hart has no shame in this game. I think, and it was a really good and fun game to watch. Week after next will be the big game. You can almost lose every game if you win that big one against Calaveras every year. That's the one that all the players are mostly playing for anyways.
From the first day of practice, you think about that. Looking out onto the field in the rain, there's Bret Hart. The band has been rained out at this point, but Bret Hart players are out there singing the words to the alma mater in the rain. They deserve it.
Well, that's going to conclude our broadcast here for the PineTree.net. Catch us a couple of weeks from now, November 5th, as Bret Hart plays host to the Calaveras Redskins right here at Dora Field. For Rick Peters, I'm Dylan Richardson, and we'll see you next time.